Coming out with it, it's Kane. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Kennesaw State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Sam Houston. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
They get set for the point after. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Tempo and overdrive.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The short hands, it's Becker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Kennesaw State right back to work. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Diggs. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving on the year for him.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Back to pass. Tyler finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line.
What the fuck?
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line.
Oh my God, no, money,
Second down, they'll go to the air.
and we run it past it.
And he's into the end zone.
Oh my.
Touchdown, Owls. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
Oh my goodness, they can't block.
None to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Sam Houston State's offense has its first opportunity of the day.
30.
Jesse, they've got a running back that they
God, how do we keep him stable?
if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistent.
Quick strike complete. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Goes to the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. On the option. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Smashes through the tackle.
It was getting crazy out there. I didn't put some of that slippery stuff on them, coach.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football just and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone.
Brother.
You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. A quick pass to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looks it in at the 40. That's a perfect example.
Yeah, I keep forgetting my boy don't got no cut.
Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense.
Oh.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Here comes the option. Rides the back on the option. The give. They've got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run of the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him.
Ooh.
Kennesaw State right back to work. Going to swing it on second down. With the catch, it's Diggs. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds a tight end. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak.
Breaks into the open.
What the fuck was that? Like, come on, bro. Like, that's crazy.
To take it in. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Kennesaw State, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Back to throw, it's Berger. Makes the grab on the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down here for the offense.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And the pass is in.
Bro, you had the ball, bro. It was enough time to secure the ball, bro. Come on,
This
dog.
defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure.
Oh, trickeration, he's throwing it. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play,
What the
big momentum.
Bro, he ran right past the dude, bro.
Hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll run play action. Caught close to the
Now we're not doing nothing. Okay.
And they
We're not
were
even trying to
able
attempt to knock the ball down no
but
more.
it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll send the back in motion.
Shoot.
To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Quick release by the QB. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that.
He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. And they pull it off. He's got it for the first down. All by himself down the middle. The fake punt works to absolute perfection, and it's a touchdown. Channeling their inner Mad Hatter, pulling out the fake punt. Defense didn't have a clue it was coming, and they get the touchdown.
And I think you call this play when you know what the defense is going to do, and you try to get the first down, but even better, get the bigger play. The punter coming through with a great throw, scoring a long touchdown. Beautiful job. Nice fake punt.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half.
Kennesaw State, 17.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. To throw, it's Berger. He fires a bullet to the right. Rolls it in down the sideline. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a connection. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Sam Houston. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. D. Looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Makes the grab. It's Becker.
Oh, God damn. You sitting right there looking at him. Come on, man.
When you're backed up in your own territory.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And here comes the offense on second down.
At the 37-yard line. Brings up second down.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to...
Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down.
Damn, I should have took the sack.
This is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires deep on the run.
What the
He's got it inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house.
Ooh, bro. They bugging, bro. I need to fucking do these. These guys are ass, man.
He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had
No awareness, no sense of what's even going on back there, bro. No better than my fucking flag football team.
And just destroying this defense.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Makes the grab. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Dropping back, it's Berger. He fires to the left side. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't
I wish
ask
my
for
fucking
better
team makes
starting
the
field position
pick
for this offense. Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Thank you.
He really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down.
Why do we turn around like that, bro? Like, get the... Oh, man.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. showing the arm strength down the left side.
Oh, he dropped the ball, bruh.
Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Berger. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it. First down and more. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. They get the fourth down conversion.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprint.
It's complete. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. He's looking to throw.
Good catch.
Touchdown, Bearcats. Quick strike through the air for the score. This is like a baseball pitch. A little trickery and they cut it ahead.
Ah, come on.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in. And that is a good sign for this offense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in what this defense is trying to do.
Kennesaw State right back to work.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll do it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 9 to Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's up to 86
Oh, she finally took my advice.
and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And he is just engulfed at the
told her
line
give her
with
that
this
medicine.
giant defensive tackle. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
And the offense almost exhausted all of their options that time. On the option play, 3rd down, it wasn't the running back, it wasn't the quarterback. That had to go to the pitch man, and he barely was able to pick up the first. Good execution, great decision-making, and the drive stays alive.
The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room at the 30. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
They'll run the option. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Really good job by this defense, man. 4th down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitch man. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on 4th down.
Yeah, I'm going out there. Easy white chocolate.
Stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Diggs. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. They had their backs against the wall, and suddenly they're a long way from that wall and headed the other direction. Right on the money.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
It's been
Hey!
tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
And with that, the chain gang will get busy. 1st down, Kennesaw State. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And he's just going to spike it.
No gain on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone.
Bro, this
And it's
nigga good,
caught for
bro.
the
Like,
late
come on.
touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the option. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there.